1. Okay, and it's recording now. So, yes, another video about Dr. Splash. This time it's just slandering Master Chief, and we have Mangler and Max over here. So,
hello.
There's that.
Why did he name himself Dr. Splash? He's not a doctor.
Dr. Splash. He gives mental retardation to everyone around him. He diagnoses them with that while being one himself.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put the video in the actual text bubble thing for the stream chat. So that there's just a record of it down there. In case anybody wants to look at it. Where is it? Be fairly. Where is? There should be one with a picture of Master Chief here.
It's Master Chief loses to most for fiction.
Yeah, how long ago was it? Okay, there we go.
1 month.
A month ago.
For some reason, tried looking at the stream. It's not letting me watch stream.
It's not working for you?
Well, it's not letting me watch the stream. I click watch stream and it's not working.
Okay, if you want, you can just put it in 1.5 speed on your phone.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me know when you got that. I'll probably just crop this part out of the video.
All right. Yeah, so from what I have heard, I think I glimpsed at a bit of this video. What I've heard from several people about this video is that he just he is going on a rant, but apparently someone tried to debate him on something related to Master Chief, and he just kind of copped out, and he made this video as sort of a copium response. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if any of that is true, but what he will say in the video will reveal his intentions and his understanding of any level of scaling, which, to be fair, is mostly pretty garbage most of the time. I mean, this is literally the guy that goes around arguing every verse he likes is outer because it's the word transcend or dimensions or something.
I mean, you could also tell by the title.
Man has absolutely no level of
He's
reading comprehension.
gonna argue wall level or something.
Yes.
Max, you have the video pulled up?
I have actually no idea.
You want me to just send you the video?
Get out of here. Yeah.
Maybe we should start a new one.
Perhaps. Alright, hold on.
Yep.
There you go.
Do that. Let me just see. Okay. We're gonna cut the recording. Just let me.
I'll just crop this part out.
It's just better to do all the setup before you start, usually.
Yeah, perhaps.
Okay.
Let me see. This is 1.5, 720 resolution. I'm watching it on my own computer, so you can pause and watch it at your own leisure, if you wish.
I have 1.5 as well.
It is approximately 8 minutes and 46 seconds.
Shouldn't be too long.
I'm ready.
Are you ready? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and then we can all start whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
All right, and unpause in 3, 2, 1.
All right, so this is one of those videos where the character I personally fuck with. Okay, Master Chief, you served with distinction. Okay, Yancey Street recognizes you. I loved those games growing up. I read all the novels growing up. I loved Master Chief and Halo. But when I got into this YouTube game, all right, when I got into the grind, and I got into the power scaling of versus battles, and I read all these comics, and I've read thousands to tens of thousands of comics, easily, safely, comfortably. And I see the lion, the witch, and the audacity of a bitch. Of Master Chief fans to say he claps characters like Captain America, claps characters like Wolverine, slaps around most of the Marvel DC Street tiers. I see all this shit. I need to bring reality to you, bitches. Okay? Sometimes you gotta introduce man to fire. I have to introduce the Master Chief fans to humble reality, okay? In truth, Master Chief loses to most of fiction, okay? No matter how much you like the character, no matter how many times you played those damn games, no matter how much money you spent on Halo games
This
and
seems
merchandise,
personal.
nothing will change the fact that the Spartan gets clapped by most of fiction, okay? I'm talking 99.9%
Okay, so
of
I
Marvel.
stopped at 115 after he talked about like saying that Captain America. Also, we're making good progress, but it is only an 8-minute video. Saying that I'm really sick and tired of seeing him saying that Captain America and Wolverine get slapped up by him due to most Marvel street tiers. I was like, yeah, because most Marvel street tiers, like when people say a character is street tier, they usually mean that they are tier 8 or tier 9. That they range from literally street tier to like large building level, maybe like multi-city block at the highest. Most super soldiers range from like under a metric tons worth of force to a couple metric tons to like dozens of tons. And that's still like a strong super soldier, but like Master Chief has durability feats on his weakest armor that's like in the multi-city block range. Whereas like Captain America and Wolverine require like the most generous crossover scaling with other characters and other comic lines to even get there. And Wolverine mainly gets there due to adamantium. But the parts of his bodies that are not adamantium made get turned into like, you know, what's the word?
Amber?
Plaster
Spaghetti.
and meat.
Oh yeah.
Basically gets squished into pieces every time he like fights someone that's slightly above his weight class, and the only reason he comes back is because of regeneration and adamantium, whereas Captain America doesn't. I mean, Captain America has lost to like every other super soldier character in his series consistently, except for people that are like relative to him that he beats in skill. So this is kind of like a dog shit take to make, but I'll get into that further.
Yeah.
The only person he beats in his relative tier is just other super soldiers, which is the most funniest thing.
Yeah,
And
I mean, most super soldiers are going to fight other super soldiers. It's just a weird thing for him to get really upset about that. It's like, yeah, Master Chief is an actual super soldier from an actual sci-fi series going up against a superhero super soldier from a non-sci-fi series like Marvel. So, like, yeah, what were you expecting? Of course, people were going to glaze Master Chief because he's from a verse that actually has feats.
from a verse that actually has very good dimensional requirements, because we can argue at least.
Well,
I'm-
let's continue.
No matter how many times you played those damn games, no matter how much money you spent on Halo games and merchandise, nothing will change the fact that the Spartan gets clapped by most of fiction, okay? I'm talking 99.9% of Marvel clears him the fuck out, okay? That's thousands of characters. Thousands, all right? The things Frank Castle does to him is disgusting. I'm known for being a Peter Parker Spider-Man hater. The thing Spider-Man does to Master Chief, disgusting. Like, what are we talking about here? The man does not have any good scaling. He's literally... Oh, man, I was about to say something egregious. I'm not even going to say that. That's how much slander you got. Like, okay, being for real. Best you can get him to is, like, light speed.
Okay, so I'm at 210, okay. So he's not even going to say, like, what he's got. It's like, okay, so you can't even, like, quantify where you put him. You're too much of a coward to do that. It's funny that he's putting up a picture of Doomslayer when talking about characters getting clapped, when Doomslayer's entire argumentation is based on, like, people actively going out of their way to misinterpret the fact that all of the creation feats in Doom are done with technology through the engines of creation made in the void. But, you know, Master Chief, for all of his feats and all of his statements, has never scaled where he was because somebody decided to snap their fingers and create a universe via, like, a piece of tech. He got there by punching out the things that he scaled to, typically. But I said I find it funny that he's like, oh, he loses like 99.9% of Marvel. It's like, okay, brother, 99.9% of Marvel is mostly street tiers. Do you think that, like, fucking Taskmaster is gonna beat, like, yes, Master Chief?
So from what I'm hearing, I would not be surprised if he scales the street tiers to the Heralds.
Oh yeah,
And
no. Every person scales them either to heralds. They scale them to a member of the Avengers, so they'll argue like at the lowest they're like multicon, maybe star level, maybe uni. Like this is some Marvel versus Capcom bullshit or something. Like they're all cosmic entity level. It's like, bro, no. That like if I went through 99% of their comics, they're getting knocked out by some random fucker with a lead pipe. And for the ones that aren't, they're getting knocked out by a super soldier with a unspecified amount of material that has no special properties. That's just strong in the metric ton range.
Well,
Tell
it's a
me I'm
cosmic
wrong.
lead pipe.
It's
Simple.
a cosmic lead pipe, yes.
Master Chief, like, what I found funny was that, like, you were saying, like, how you could punch it out. It's like, I'm just remembering his fight with the Didac, and it's just like, man, if I can't kill this fucker, I'm just gonna toss him into whatever the fuck that is. And it's just like, well, okay, great. So you're telling me you're just gonna punch him to death because that's all you can do. You're not gonna. Um, can you repeat that?
Yeah, I was gonna ask him what does he mean by like the things Peter Parker, the Punisher, would do to him is disgusting. What does the Punisher have to offer against a guy that has weapons that can deconstruct you at the atomic level? You're basically just a Vietnam War Marine, maybe an Iraq or Afghanistan War Marine, depending on which iteration of the uh, Punisher comics you use, where your tech is mostly modern. You don't even have any actual like advanced stage tech like some like Deus Ex or like COD Advanced Warfare, Perfect Dark or something that's like a cyberpunk s approaching like advanced pre sci-fi tech. You don't even have anything in the age of like an actual like science fictional level tech level for your weapons. Most of your weapons are going to be like random assault rifles, shotguns, and pistols, which wouldn't do shit to the Master Chief. But we'll get to that when he talks about the claims. Also, like Master Chief could just punch like him once and would snap him in half. Peter Parker's feats arguably range depending on the version of Spider-Man. But I'd say that like I'm only mainly referring to like Cosmic Spider-Man when I say that, because Cosmic Spider-Man is the only actual Spider-Man that scales relatively high, and that's just because he has the astral power or the astral force slash the unipower.
Right below him, the only other Spider-Man that gets above like city and to like any actual mountain ranges is just Insomniac, because he's just consistently stronger than even 616 and Spider Gideon. He's just out here clapping them all. And
I would still say that like most of the feats that you're going to be getting for Spider-Man, like lifting really heavy shit, is going to be mainly in the large building level to city block range, which is about where a typical strong super soldier sits in science fiction. And I say strong as in like quotation marks, strong, like the bare minimum of what you need to be considered strong. But like people are like, yeah, Spider-Man would absolutely dog walk other super soldiers. It's like, no, Spider-Man would be like a low tier super soldier in most science fictional grounds. And even if he was physically stronger and faster, their technology would absolutely be a one-shot kill on him. Because most of them use laser weapons, plasma weapons, or things that if they touched him, they would deconstruct his matter on contact. So I just want to say that, like, saying that these characters, the things they would do to Master Chief is disgusting in and of itself. Disgustingly disingenuous.
I was actually going to say that.
Because
you should have seen the Virgil versus Sephiroth. You should have been there for the stream.
I was laughing my ass off.
Because like in every scenario where you'd argue that some of these characters could beat Master Chief, they're gonna have to hit him multiple times or shoot him multiple times. He's only gonna have to hit them once, and they're gonna die. Or in some cases, there won't be anything left of their body if he hits them with a plasma rifle or like a Forerunner weapon.
Also, this man just said that like we could get Master Chief to MFTL Tom. So he's just like, okay, I want the crack you're smoking.
I haven't got that far.
Oh, okay. Well, let me know when you do, because like I want to point that.
I'm at 215. Where are you at?
I am at 2.5. I'm at
We can
245.
continue. I was at 211.
45. Okay, well, whatever. Anyways,
Go.
right, we
Go
can
back up.
continue.
Maybe MFTO.
Yes.
Sick, dude. You just got cleared out by Grandma from Yancey Street. Okay, like literal Marvel humans move faster than that bullshit. Okay, I'm not going for that.
Proof
On top of
he
this,
moves faster.
the AP? The fuck are we talking about? Like building level? Like what's the best we got for Master Chief? Like we ain't got shit for Master Chief. This dude gets cleared out. Oh my god, I'm known for being people want to say I'm a Naruto hater. Naruto verse clears him the fuck out. They do what they want to him. Okay, like what? You got that? You got who else am I known for hating on? Dragon Ball? Clears him out. Clears him out. Like what's he gonna do? JJK clears him out. Bleach.
Okay, I stopped at
Where can we drop
250
off?
where it shows a picture of a Titus from fucking Warhammer of all things.
Mm-hmm.
He says Arculator clears him out. I guess I don't even know who that
I think he said Naruto.
is. I think that comes later, but he says the best you can get them is like light speed, maybe MFTL. So first of all, I think the best you can get Master Chief is somewhere in the FTL ranges. Yeah. Below like 1 to 10 times the speed of light. He acts like that isn't very fast in the context of Marvel. I want to be clear here. Most of your street tiers struggle to get to massively hypersonic. I wouldn't even argue they consistently get to FTL. And if they do, that's usually from like one specific character doing one specific thing. I think it is genuinely silly to say that that's like a slow thing and that he's getting packed up by people from Yancey Street, that normal humans are there. First of all, Yancey Street is like a very specific part of like Marvel's cosmology where there are just like random reality warping shit happening on that fucking street. Two, Marvel humans get killed by bullets all the time, like any other universe. Are we forgetting like Uncle Ben and like every other character that like ever existed that got assassinated by a projectile?
Did you
Are
say
we forgetting the
Batman's
fact that? Oh yeah.
Stark.
Oh, Stark's parents.
No, Stark's parents. Are we forgetting the fact that the Punisher's main form of weaponry is firearms? Are we going to assume his firearms move at the speed of light now, without any statements to back that up? Like, what about like, I don't know, every single arms dealer? What about like Silver Sable? What about like literally any character that uses projectiles? Are we really going to argue that every single superhero speed blitzes all of these things? Because I know that's not true. There are plenty of them that are way below bullet level, let alone below like massively hypersonic.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if he's gonna say that Master Chief is MFT like speeds, where then that leads to the question: where the hell do you even have humans in Marvel? You're not gonna pull up Infinite. You're not gonna pull up measurable.
There's no. Fuck that. You're not gonna pull up bullet level. Where are you getting the feats that the average human is faster than bullet level? Get the fuck out of here. Like that's ridiculous. And as far as AP is concerned, what are the best feats we have? Building level? No, the weakest feats we have for Master Chief after he was augmented at about, I want to say
13.
Like I think it was either 15 or somewhere around there. Yeah, 15 years old, out of armor, fresh out of augmentation, no actual suit, first training exercise. He punches a 2 metric ton titanium mech suit and dents it with his bare hands because his bones are harder than steel. So just denting that overall would already be building level. Damaging it, or like putting, as he puts it, putting like a large like actual impact in it with your bare hands very casually when he's also not trying to kill the person inside of it. If it were normal titanium, would be large building level. That's the weakest version of Master Chief after becoming a Spartan, when he's like literally a child, and he also doesn't have the Mjolnir suit. Additionally, that's also titanium A, which is specifically stated to be titanium that has had its molecules strengthened to be extremely durable to conventional firearms and materials. So it would actually be much higher than building level. It'd be closer to like the end of large building level, maybe like city block. Mm-hmm. And he's punching that shit with his bare hands as a 15-year-old. So, like, yeah, childlike Master Chief has some better or even comparable physical speeds to your Marvel Street tiers. Out of armor. No well, okay. Augmentations, no AI, no armor abilities, no armor.
No,
15 years.
no over on the armor.
Yeah. No melee weapons, nothing. So, I don't know what like these characters are going to be doing to him later on. Like, yeah, there's definitely characters in Marvel that are stronger than Master Chief, sure, but like we're going to need some pretty actual like definitive feats of them doing that. It's one thing to say if they could beat Master Chief in a fight. It's another thing to say that like they're stronger or faster than him while being a street tier.
Well, what do you know?
Anyway,
All right, we can continue.
let's continue.
Where can we drop him off and he's safe? We have to take him to like love stories. And like we gotta take him to like Bridge of Terabithia. He could be for those kids. Okay, those are the type of fictional realms you can drop him off. Anywhere else with any semblance of competency, it's clearing him the fuck out. Like he just has no good scaling. And the thing that like genuinely irks me is his fans, and I'm specifically speaking to the ones that try to get involved in power scaling. Like, to be honest with you, keep him the fuck away from power scale. Keep Master Chief the fuck away from battles. And the reason I say that is, again, his version is not very serious.
So at 3:30 he says, where do we take him so that he doesn't get cleared out? He uses like Bleach and Dragon Ball and JJK as an example. JJK would lose to Master Chief. The only character that would have a chance against him is just Gojo, but that's because Gojo is entirely carried by Infinity. Mm-hmm. Because what Infinity does is that it creates basically what's it called? The
domain expansion. Creates
it creates the example of like the fucking Achilles and the tortoise. It essentially creates a never-ending like reduction of speed. So you essentially can never like really approach him. But that's like a hacks that's very unconventional that Master Chief wouldn't be able to bypass. If Gojo actually had to throw hands with him, he's physically not even going to hurt the Master Chief. Master Chief has statements, not just him, but like the Spartans have statements of being able to survive like thousands of tons of boulders and like rock being like fucking chucked at them. And that they'd be fine as long as they weren't like swept away to some other destination. And that's with like their weakest version of their armor. There are statements that they can survive artillery blasts. If you were to calculate the amount of fragmentation force and thermal yield that it takes to destroy a 500 kilo suit of titanium armor, not titanium A, it comes out somewhere in like the large town level range, which is like multiple kilotons. That's basically equivalent to like a bigger nuclear bomb than what we dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Are you fairly certain that like he wouldn't be able to clear out several animes? Because most animes don't scale as high as Bleach or Dragon Ball, to be clear. Like,
to be honest, no one in Dragon Ball scales above tier 2. It's like bare minimum 2C.
Well, so that would matter for Master Chief. They would beat Master Chief, but also saying that like Dragon Ball will clear him out, like that's not true for early Dragon Ball though, or anything prior to Z, because they only start reaching the speeds of light at the end of Dragon Ball and the beginning of Z. So yeah, he would kill most of their cast on speed alone, because a lot of his weapons travel at the speed of light.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so like they just bypass like domain expansion.
Plus, a lot of them also have like heat things, because again, plasma go burr.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just hit him with Heartlight. There you go. He's Gojo's done.
As far as Bleach, again, like that's a verse that scales like significantly higher than them. He's like, oh well, we need to take them to a place that doesn't beat them. It's like, well, first of all, you're throwing characters at them that you believe are like tier 3, tier 2, instead of throwing characters at them that would be at his level, and then arguing he clears up, he gets packed up. It's like, bro, do you think that like 99% of fiction actually sits at tier 2? 99% of fiction sits at tier 9. If you're tier 8, you're above 99% of fiction. I don't know how much of even Marvel. Most characters in Marvel don't get to like town level. So I hate to burst your dumb fuck bubble, but like, yeah, they don't really get there. I find it funny that he's also putting like Samus here as if like he or Master Chief ever had anything, or she or Master or Doomslayer ever had anything with him.
Mm-hmm.
It's just very silly. I don't know why he brings up Bridge of Terabithia either. But yeah, he'd kill everyone in JJK as well. JJK at its like most generous caps out at like light speed. Master Chief is moving fast in the speed of light. He would speed blitz every character into the ground, and his durability feats outscale the entire verse massively. Because they tell you at the beginning of the verse, and this stands true at the end of JJK as well, that like the highest things that you would need to affect like a curse sorcerer at that level is maybe like a carpet bomb, something in like the city block to multi-city block ranges. And then we have consistent city block to multi-city block feats throughout the entire series for like the S tier sorcerers. So yeah, that's equivalent to like the weakest feats it takes to affect a Mark IV Mjolnir armor, which is stated to be a fraction of the Mark V, which is consistently weaker than Mark VI. So again, they would lose to the weakest version of Master Chief. Well, with the armor. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, we can continue.
The fuck away from battles. And the reason I say that is, again, his verse is not very serious. It's a very unserious verse. Like, obviously, Star Wars clears him out. Star Trek clears him out. Spock would beat the dog shit out of him, okay? Don't get me started. Don't make me make Spock first Master Chief, okay? Spock would put him in a fucking Vulcan pinch and have that boy praying to gods he doesn't believe in, okay? This boy beat the shit out of Wolverine. Okay, don't make me get comic book Predator. Don't make me get comic book Terminator. Don't give me... I could get comic book Ash Williams. Holy shit, beating the fuck out of him. Like, oh my god. Every verse I bring up, like, okay,
I'll get to that in a moment. You're kind of ahead.
Like, you could beat John Wick. Okay, like that's what we're going with. Like, when you name a couple verses, you beat Jason Bourne. All right, come play with the big dog. All right, come play with the big dog. Go ahead, Spawn. You beating Spawn? You beating Hellboy? Like, who you beating? You know, like what are we doing at that point? I can't even. I'm struggling to think of even like characters people perceive me as a hater of that I can even mention at this point because he beats them all. Yu Yu Hakusho clears him the fuck out. Like, there's so many verses that just dog walk him. There's billions of characters that stomp him, and unfortunately, I think his
so this entire thing is just like, as I figured, I stopped at 427.
Oh, 427.
Did you go ahead?
I'm watching at 1.5 speed.
Dude, so am I.
Oh. Wait. That's weird.
You didn't tell me your timestamp.
Okay, well, now I'm at 427.
Yeah, so... he keeps bringing up like examples of other comic book characters like Ash Williams, Predator, Terminator. Terminator would get dog walked by the Master Chief. They literally make it clear in all the movies, all the games. Also trying to say comic book Terminator. I saw what you did there. You thought you were sneaky. It's the same continuity. Don't be a little bitch there. In both the show and every version of the movies and all the comics consistently depict that you can injure even the basic T-800s with military-grade assault rifles. You can also damage the T-1000s, the liquid metal Terminators, and the TXs. The difference is that they just regenerate from it.
Mm-hmm.
But there's going to be very little regeneration that you're going to be doing when I shoot you with plasma, as is demonstrated that when you put the T-1000 in magma, it actually falls to pieces because its molecular bonds can't hold together. You know what else doesn't hold together?
Acid.
Plasma.
Or, yeah, plasma.
Plasma, which according to the guidebooks, is created via super thermonuclear reactions by the Covenant and then bound together by extremely strong gravity and magnetic fields and then put inside of their generators. They use those to power their starships and all their weapons. So when you're getting shot by that thing, you're being shot by something that is made to make a super thermonuclear yielded weapon. Thermonuclear yield weapons at their highest ordinarily are like 15 million degrees Celsius. That is somewhere in the temperature range of the sun. Super ones would be significantly higher than that, so close to the highest ranges you could get the sun, like 24 million degrees Celsius, the temperatures of like solar flares. It's also just defined to be plasma, so you would already attribute it to being the heat of a star. again, the T1000 would just get melted. If he's getting burned by random magma in an industry foundry, then like what the fuck is he gonna do against plasma? Not to mention, plasma's state of matter would also alter the way like his mercury specifically allows him to like rebuild himself. Because the way plasma affects things on the molecular level would make it very difficult for him to be able to regenerate. Because he's also susceptible to getting his molecules frozen as well, as we see with liquid nitrogen.
His molecules would effectively either be at the minimum vaporized, just doing the heat temperature for mercury. If not, even if we assume by some miracle the mercury still exists, it's going to be its molecular bonds are going to be literally disassembled piece by piece, and then the mercury is not going to exist anymore because whatever bonds it's going to share is going to be merged with whatever metal is there in the specific terminal.
He doesn't have the physical feats to even bypass the armor. And he's significantly slower than Master Chief. Master Chief is significantly stronger. So if Master Chief for some reason didn't have the ability to kill him, he has plasma grenades, plasma launchers, plasma rifles, plasma everything. Not to mention the Forerunner weapons, which include antimatter, positive matter, and like smart matter weapons. He has more than enough weapons to kill the T-1000. But even if he didn't, that would be an absolute stalemate. That like the T-1000 would never be able to beat him. Ever. He does not. He would just keep getting blown to shreds.
Assuming this is like a Halo 4 Master Chief, he would just throw him into the domain because he has no qualms throwing his enemies into the domain when he's near.
Well, he doesn't have access to the domain. I don't know why you even bring it up.
I mean, like not the domain. Well, technically, when he's fighting the Didac, like he had no qualms.
No. You wouldn't bring that up because that's not something that he can use. I'm pointing out that like his default technology is not like struggling to kill him. It's not struggling to kill Wolverine. It's not struggling to kill Predator of all things. Like fucking why would you bring up Predator? It's like when Predator's main thing that makes him a threat is his camouflage. Oh yeah, against Master Chief, who specifically specializes in fighting camo units that bend light around them. And he has not only motion sensors, but training designed to deal with those kinds of people. Oh man, you're such a threat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Spock versus Master Chief. That's funny. That's hilarious. Yes, your Vulcan fucking phase thing is really gonna get past his armor. I just want him to know that like the actual like Mjolnir suit, that has an energy field that blocks even things that will deconstruct you on the atomic level. Most fire, poison, the vacuum of space, electricity, even higher dimensional spaces that destroy all forms of matter. To be clear, that thing blocks everything even below his like armor, all the way up to like I think a millimeter in range. So unless your weapons are attacking at the cellular level in terms of how like thin they are, they're not getting past the armor, and that includes physical attacks. I actually initially assumed you had to be of a specific velocity when hitting Master Chief, so if you were like really slow, you could bypass the armor. No, that's not true either. You can't even melee him. You'll trigger the shield. It's specifically about the size of your projectiles, but yeah, go ahead, sponsor.
I thought I was gonna be like, 'cause you were mentioning melee. I was like, wait, doesn't it get triggered by like every single elite that tries to throw hands with him?
Yes, there's feats in the Fall of Reach novel where he fights a ranger on the station, and the ranger tries to punch him, and it still triggers the shields when they're punching around. And when he's punching the ranger shields are also being triggered by his punches. Yeah. So that technology is specifically still triggered regardless of like velocity. It's based on the size. But like even then, I'd still argue it can still protect you and shield you in slip space. So
it's size so minuscule. It's not something you're gonna ordinarily find.
Yeah, you're not gonna get past that, and you need the physical feats and like actual scaling to get past that. We have enough evidence that like even like we have statements in the books that like even a dozen armored brutes pushing together can go through like a mountain. Most of these characters aren't even getting to town level, let alone mountain level. Granted, I would argue consistently, like, Master Chief probably has, like, city level scaling for, like, his weakest versions. But, yeah, like, his highest versions, if you consider the fact that almost all of his armors are fractions of the other armors, would get him eventually to mountain level. But the problem is that, like, that's way beyond, like, most super soldiers. So, like, Predator, Terminator, Space Marines, you know, a lot of, like, typical soldiers, probably a lot of characters in Mass Effect. Like, a lot of super soldiers in sci-fi are gonna get cleaned out by Master Chief, as you put it. I don't know where you're coming to the conclusion that he's just gonna lose it. It wouldn't just be Master Chief. It would be any Spartan that has, like, a Mark V or Mark VI Mjolnir armor. Because they'd all have the same weapons and mostly the same training. Well, go ahead.
I was just saying, plopping him a Gen 3. Just give him regen. While
Also,
you're at it.
why did he bring up Ash Williams? Like, Ash Williams is gonna... He does realize that, like, Ash Williams, like, main advantage is that he's, like, skilled in, like, hand-to-hand combat, and he has, like, modern firearms in a scenario where he's been brought into, like, a supernatural-esque scenario against enemies that are not using conventional weapons, where he's fighting, like, the undead and shit. So, yeah, he's only considered impressive in the context of, like, where he's fighting, and I doubt any of his feats consistently even hit building level. Because I've not only seen parts of the comics, I've played the actual, like, mobile game. Like, I know what he fucking does. The best feats that they have in there are maybe, like, small building level, for being generous. Anyway, we should probably continue.
I am at 427 on pausing now.
Like, when you name a couple verses, you beat Jason Bourne. All right, come play with the big dog. All right, come play with the big dog. Go ahead, Spawn. You beating Spawn? You beating Hellboy? Like, who you beating? You know, like, what are we doing at that point? I'm struggling to think of even, like, characters people perceive me as a hater of that I can even mention at this point, because he beats them all. Yu Yu Hakusho clears them the fuck out. Like, there's so many verses that just...
Okay, where are you guys at?
There's
I am at
billions of characters that
right
stomp him, and unfortunately,
Okay, can we put pause? I just want to mention something.
503.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all I'm gonna say is, if you're gonna mention Spawn, don't be disingenuous. Mention that Spawn himself can't even scale to most of his power without actually dying.
I would also point out that Spawn, there are versions of Spawn that would lose to Master Chief, because the weakest versions of Spawn are still, like, slightly, like, just using his maximum speed, he can intercept a bullet. And it's consistently stated that his teleport moves at the speed of light. So he is objectively slower than the speed of light and bolts of lightning. And most of his feats still involve him getting shot by projectiles and things that go through walls. So yeah, most versions of Spawn pre-metamorphosis, pre the suit evolving, pre-going to hell the first time, would absolutely get dog-walked by not just Master Chief, most super soldiers. Most super soldiers would beat Spawn for, like, the first 50 chapters of his comics. So you really shouldn't be talking about that. That also means most of Spawn's rogues gallery would also lose to him, along with most characters in Spawn, because most characters in Spawn are also normal humans.
Ice Shark Killer. But, yeah, I just wanted to point that out, like, even at his strongest, he cannot maintain that form for more than 3 seconds. Just because they make it perfectly clear, if he's not, like, Omega, he's gonna get cleared out with the amount of, what's the energy system that his suit uses?
Necroplasma, but none of this particularly matters. I'm just pointing out, like, why does he keep bringing up examples? It's like, oh, well, he can beat Jason Bourne, sure, and put him up against Spawn. It's like, bro, if you believe Spawn is tier 2 or tier 1, and you think Jason Bourne is tier 9, why not put him up against a character that's tier 8 or 7, a character that's like city block or town level? Why do you keep coming up with characters that you believe are fucking uni, as if you're going to prove a point? Like, how about you actually give me, like, a percentage quartile of the specific amount of characters that exist at this range? Because I guarantee you the vast majority of them are tier 8 and tier 9. And Master Chief probably beats most of those, because most of those aren't getting past bullet level. Most characters are pretty grounded and well written. Even in stories where characters can move faster than the speed of light, most characters are not going to be moving faster than the speed of light, even in those stories. So saying he loses to most of fiction is just not really true and very disingenuous.
Especially when the utmost like percentile I can give most of fiction is still technically below tier 4. It's like most of fiction doesn't even get into tier 3 requirements. That's so exceptionally
Most
out
of
of
them struggle to leave solar system level at their most generous. A lot of god tiers and most, if they're lucky, get to planet level. So yeah, Master Chief is going to be doing pretty strong or pretty well if you scale him to like city or like mountain level. That's certainly higher than all your Marvel street tiers.
It's certainly higher than like 70% of fiction. Most of fiction.
This is like the rhetorical equivalent of me being like, man, Superman's like, which I would still scale pre-crisis Superman to like large star. I don't care what anyone says. Like, he's not like uni. But if I said that like pre-crisis Superman loses to most of like fiction, and I scaled him to star level, that would be disingenuous as fuck, because then I'd be assuming that 99.9% of fiction is like MFTL and large star. Like, what kind of fictional stories are you reading? Are you going out of your way to select them? Because for every like manhwa or manga where you can provide an example of that, I can provide you 10 to 20 of them that represents this. Like, these examples that you're using, like Dragon Ball Bleach, these are the utmost mega popular series that are like shonen based, that are around battles and are strictly meant to have large cosmologies. But even among those, there's a fraction of those that are actually more grounded, that don't ever get beyond planetary. So I'm just saying, it's fucking dumb. It's a dumb position to have.
Alright, we could continue.
Alright, 503.
Perceive Master Chief as, because narratively he's like goated as fuck within the Halo franchise, like everyone thinks he's the big dog, that means it's going to carry over to versus battle. No one gives a fuck what he did in his verse, okay? You find the same stupid ass aliens every day. No one cares. Alright, you're getting walked by everybody else. Okay, that's just not flying with everybody else. The narrative does not matter. He's going to get beat up by everyone. Can he beat Yujiro? Can we talk about that? Can he beat Yujiro? Yujiro fans, Master Chief fans, I need you to brawl in the comment section. Who wins, Master Chief or Yujiro? It's time to get really fucking toxic. Those two of the most toxic fandoms I've ever seen. I'm starting a fire today, fellas. All right, Master Chief fans, Yujiro fans. Who wins if those two clash? Okay, get in the comment section down below. I actually need to see y'all debate this. Who do you think wins? Okay, both of y'all don't think your boys can lose, so let's see what happens when those two clash. But yeah, like all these matchups I see him put in, like with Master Chief versus Captain America. What the fuck's he doing with Captain America? Okay, he's getting walked. Cap's way more skilled, outstats heavily, that shield melting through Master Chief. Like, what? He's getting walked. I'm sorry. Like, I don't ever see him put in battles that are viable. Like, on a serious note. And it's not the character's fault. It's the fans' fault. So let's ease back a little bit. Maybe let's find some super simple
I stopped at
matchups for Master Chief
635 because he is just ranting and raving at this point.
Yeah.
Like, basically says he'd lose to Captain America, who heavily outstats him. No, he doesn't. Captain America's most consistent feats are like building level, even if you're being generous. Again, common metrics for actual physical feats would be like using cars and like vehicles. Most cars weigh around a metric ton, so even assuming you're doing like really heavy damage to it and moving it, that's going to be about building level. Master Chief is over here flipping tanks that weigh tens of tons. Give me an example of like Marvel Street Tiers consistently flipping tanks for all of those characters. You can't really do that. You usually need like upper limits examples of those characters, and almost all the characters that you would be using have what do they call it? Oh yeah, that no kill rule where they feel the need to hold back. Yeah, that's not going to work very well against a guy that has a one-shot kill weapon that if he's just told by his superiors, hey, go kill this guy, he'll be like, understood, sir. And he'll just do it because he doesn't have this dumb fuck rule where he's like, listen, with great power comes great responsibility and the great need to not ever kill anybody under any circumstances. It's like, well, Master Chief doesn't have that moral. He doesn't have the moral implications of that because he just does his job, and he also has better stats. So, I don't know what like he mentions the shield. Like, what is the adamantium gonna do to Master Chief? Like, even if it somehow presented the problem, even if it had the feats to do this, it would have to demonstrate that it could resist being deconstructed on the atomic level. Master Chief can just shoot around it. You understand that shit doesn't cover his entire body, right? Like, it's not even that big of a shield. I'm not even sure why people bring up Captain America's shield whenever talking about it. Like, yes, I know it's his main weapon, but here we are. It's not even like a medium-sized shield. It's like a standard small-sized shield that's meant to be used with a small sidearm like a sword. It's not a large like great shield or anything. So it doesn't even cover most of his upper torso.
If I remember correctly, in one of the specific runs, over 50% of his torso is exposed.
Yes.
When he brings that shit up, it's like
okay.
why?
So let's put a hypothetical here. Let's say I have Master Chief from Halo Infinite. I'll use the most recent iteration. He has the heat wave. Okay, so the heat wave has this function where when it shoots, it bounces off of walls. So let's say Captain America, with his previously established not omnidirectional shield, which only blocks half his torso, is aiming one direction, and the shot just decides to ricochet off the wall, and Captain America's just going to assume, oh, he missed me, because that would be a completely reasonable assumption to make, because the projectile clearly missed you. Boeing, Master Chief has now deconstructed Captain America. I don't know where he's getting this absolute unit of confidence from. Like, man, this has got to be a rage baiting video. This has to be. There's no way he's this
a rage bait.
It's got to be. Like, there's no way he's actually this fucking stupid.
There are people in there who think he's actually being serious on this, and they think he's right in the comment section.
I mean, I have to assume he just got really upset at some Master Chief person, but like, yeah, that just seems like really silly to say he would lose to Captain America of all things. Like, if you're gonna use a street tier, use somebody with some actual technology. Maybe use like Iron Man, somebody that's actually got an arsenal.
Yeah, I just want to point out the heat wave shoots out in a fucking line, so he's just gonna set that to a vertical line, line it up correctly on
Captain America.
Fuck. I forgot his actual name.
Cap. Steve Rogers. Yeah.
He's gonna line it up on Steve. He's just gonna shoot it, and Steve is just naturally gonna assume because he can't fucking. I believe this is one of the plot points in like the comics, or like one of the side plots. He actually can't even see anything below the shield because he always brings it up to his fucking face to guard.
Because he usually puts it up above his shield. That's one of the major weaknesses, is that he blocks out his own field of vision in order to protect his own body. It doesn't even have like a holographic feature where he can like see through it. I'm surprised that people even bring up the shield, other than just to say that it's something that he has. Because let's be clear, your best argument is that he's throwing the shield and the shield gets past like an energy barrier. No. Well, what happens if the shield just, I don't know, misses? What then? Like, hypothetically. Because the whole argument of like how Captain America gets back his shield is mainly that he ricochets it off you. How is he going to ricochet it if it misses the target and overshoots it? Also, if he's getting speed blitzed, like, oh,
it's such a disingenuous take. I love it.
Also, funny. Spider-Man has consistently proven that all you have to do to be Captain America is just grab the shield. You don't even need to take it. You can just grab it. You just grab it, and Captain America has now not only been disarmed, 90% of his arsenal has been taken away because you just moved it out of his hands. So, like, ignoring the fact that he could just one-shot kill him, outskill him in actual feats or hand-to-hand combat, because let's be honest, between the two of them, Master Chief actually has consistent statements of mastering multiple martial arts. Captain America, I think, at most, has never had anything beyond basic hand-to-hand combat training in the army, and maybe special forces martial arts tech from like Black Widow and Shield. Master Chief actually has like quantifiable martial arts feats from like Krav Maga, Jiu-Jitsu. I believe he has a few other ones.
He's the snake. They're the snakes. Oh, the Spartans are just the snakes. The Spartans are just the snakes. The Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, from Metal Gear Solid. Well, so there's three. Oh, it's Aikido. That's what it is. Aikido, Krav Maga, Jiu-Jitsu. They also have their actual basic martial arts training. They have their own Spartan training, and then they also have their own Spartan martial arts as well. Spartans also have the ability to like reflexively mimic techniques the moment that they see them, according to the guides. Most of this information is like in the guides and the novels. So like, yeah, it's like fighting Master Chief is quite like fighting Taskmaster, except Taskmaster has a super suit on and has weapons that will one-shot kill you, and he's also not fucking around. So.
He's in the one-shot mood.
Yeah, it's yeah, and this time Taskmaster actually skills higher than Captain America, instead of just being a physically athletic dude that has photographic reflexes. Anyway, let's continue.
Yep, 635.
Let's ease back a little bit. Maybe let's find some super simple matchups for Master Chief to win. Let's give him some true street tiers that really aren't shit, so that Master Chief can get a dub on the board, so we don't feel as bad because he gets walked by everybody else. And if the Master Chief fans don't pipe down, and I didn't mention it, but I probably started this video with that comment I got the other day, which was fucking hilarious, because literally like 20 minutes before I had DMGB, I had said, yo, something in my blood, it's just telling me to hate on Master Chief. Like, his fans get on my nerves sometimes. Every once in a while, I'm like, man, fuck his fans, I gotta slide, because I got a comment. I got a comment like 10 minutes later from someone talking about, I must be on drugs for thinking comic book Captain America can even compete with Master Chief, and I need to read Spartan lore. You're an idiot. Okay, but anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comments section.
Okay, so it technically isn't rage bait. No scans, guys. Not a single scan. Not a single one.
You didn't even talk about where Chief scales.
No, he said, like, what is the best he gets? Like, building level? It was just like a rhetorical comment. Like, he never actually provided any statements. I can provide sources for almost all of these. Also, I love how he brings up, like, fucking Cloud at the end and pictures of Naruto. Like, I'm just going to say this. Cloud wouldn't survive getting melted by plasma or deconstructed. Neither would any of these Naruto characters. Actually, I would argue, physically speaking, a lot of those Naruto characters don't even get to mountain level. He'd disagree with that, but of course he would, because scales chakra wrong. But you know who else would lose? Doomslayer.
Oh,
multi-city block fodder.
I would say town.
He's not town level. Stop trying to negotiate this. This isn't a haggling process.
Like, your town's full. I'll have one better.
His feats come from just punching large objects in the game. That is literally his entire thing. And no, if you have to use the mech, he's not town level. I don't care what your highest possible scaling is. If you have to use a piece of machinery to get there and it's not on you at all times, you are a fraud.
Yes, I'm aware. I don't consider the mech viable. I still get him to town.
You're wrong then. But
what did he get him to town via what? Actually,
I took certain I had for it was something in 2016, I think. It was for like something that like he crashes into. Like he just walks into it. It's just like I think I remember cracking. Might be.
No, there's not a town level feat for him destroying things. It's mostly just him punching like large statues or like the various like blocks that you see that have the fist icons around the game. Those are like the closest thing you get to a multi-ton object getting punched and getting sent flying. which technically puts him in city block. I just say multi-city block because I believe the statue is a little bit closer to like a dozen or more tons given its actual size, and he can punch it through like a wall fairly easily. So he'd be on like the lower end of like multi-city block.
I would probably have to relook through what exactly I got into town.
Mhm.
But that's hearsay.
But that's the point is that's the end of the video. There's not really anything
Yeah.
to discuss here. I guess he just got triggered because someone says comic book Captain America would get destroyed. I feel like at some point I definitely have to. I might actually have to read a little bit of Marvel's comics just for Steve Rogers, because I actually want to see how consistently Steve Rogers loses fights to people with guns, normal, modern day guns, especially the World War II kind. Because I would love to see if there are any statements of him being threatened by bullets. Couldn't be Master Chief.
You're in for a ride. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh no.
I think that's everything
Yeah, that's
for the
what I
most part. Their comment section is probably just going to be brain rot. So
Actually, just let me take a quick look. I just want to see what it's saying all the way. If you fought Homelander, okay, Spock, Master Chief on the other hand cooks the competition out. Okay, so these are all just pointless comments essentially.
I have officially lost my last brain cell. Get me out of these comments.
Yeah.
most
Alright.
of these are pretty dog shit takes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna end the video there. Thanks for watching. Peace.